Welcome back to the deep dive. We sift through the research so you get the insights that count.
Hey there.
Today, we're diving into something pretty unique. It's where heritage footwear meets, well, legendary speed.
The PUMA and Sonic the Hedgehog collab.
Exactly. Specifically, the PUMA Men's Inhale Sonic sneakers. We've got a detailed review here.
Yeah, and this is high-stakes stuff, isn't it? You get a giant brand like PUMA teaming up with an icon like Sonic.
The expectations shoot through the roof.
Totally, from sneakerheads, from gamers, everyone's watching. And the risk, the big risk is ending up with something that feels cheap.
Or just way too over-the-top branded, or honestly just not comfortable to actually wear.
Right, so often these tie-ins just miss the mark.
So that's our mission today, digging into this review. Can these shoes actually be both, a cool, nostalgic nod to Sonic and deliver on basics, like comfort and just everyday wearability?
Are they more than just a novelty item? That's the question.
And what's the initial feeling from the source?
Well, the review suggests PUMA pretty much nailed it. It sounds like they really designed these with fans in mind.
Okay.
So it's more than just like slapping a logo on a shoe. It says they hit a kind of sweet spot, appealing to both sneaker fans and Sonic fans.
Okay, let's unpack that. Because the look, the immediate visual, that's where these things often fall apart, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You're trying to capture the vibe of this super fast blue hedgehog on a shoe without it looking like, well, a kid's cartoon exploded on your feet.
Yeah, it's a fine line. And the review says the core design really leans into Sonic's own look. That immediate hit of bright blue, the red, the gold accents.
Sonic's colors.
Right out of the box. But the thing that stops it from being just a costume piece, apparently, is the actual shoe model they used.
The silhouette. It's PUMA's late 90s Inhale model, isn't it?
Exactly. And for people who don't know, this isn't some sleek, modern runner.
No, it's a throwback. Definitely has that chunky, kind of techie runner look from the 90s. Maximalist, you'd call it.
And that choice. The review calls it a masterstroke.
Why is that?
Well, first, it instantly gives you that nostalgic feel, right? The era when Sonic was absolutely massive.
Makes sense.
And second, that kind of bulky shape gives them the space, the canvas, to actually handle those bold colors. Imagine that bright blue and red on a really thin, modern shoe.
Yeah, it might look kind of garish.
Yeah.
A bit much.
Exactly. The 90s shape makes the whole look work, structurally speaking.
Okay, wait, so the chunky profile works, but is PUMA just riding the wave of that, the dad shoe or ugly sneaker trend? Or does it feel genuinely Sonic? Like, does it connect to his speed and all that?
That's a fair point. But the analysis says it does feel authentic, and it comes down to the execution.
How so?
They managed to blend the playful character stuff with what the review calls a modern streetwear aesthetic. It's about the quality.
Premium materials.
Yeah.
Good construction.
Yeah. Premium overlays, careful stitching. That's what lifts it up. It feels solid, substantial. Not like a quick, cheap cash-in. That quality feel is what stops it from being just a gimmick.
Gotcha. So the overall shape sets the stage. The retro vibe works. But it's the little things, right? The small details are what make a themed collab really sing, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. That's the difference between just wearing a shoe and wearing, like, a statement.
So what are these defining details?
Well, it goes beyond just the main colors. It's about knowing the Sonic lore, like little Easter eggs.
Ooh, like what?
Think about the gold rings, a classic Sonic thing, right?
Yeah, I gotta collect them.
They're subtly included along the midsole. Just that one detail. It shows they were thinking about the real fans.
I like that. It's not just printed on, it's part of the shoe's design. What else?
Sonic's silhouette is on the tongue. Pretty clear nod, but still tasteful.
Okay.
And this is cool if you look closely at the stitching, especially on the overlays.
Yeah.
There are patterns that look like speed lines, referencing how fast Sonic moves.
Okay, that is subtle and clever.
It's a really thoughtful way to do it. It kind of validates the person wearing them, like, okay, you get it, you're in the know.
And that subtlety seems to be the key point the review keeps coming back to, merging fashion with fandom.
Exactly. They made something that works just as a cool piece of footwear. Like, even if you don't know Sonic, you might just think, hey, that's a well-done retro sneaker.
Right. A good design stands on its own.
But for the fans, it's like this quiet badge of honor. It feels different from wearing, say, a T-shirt with a giant logo. It's more personal.
An icebreaker, maybe, if you see someone else wearing them?
Totally. An instant connection with people who recognize the details. That's a big part of the appeal.
So that's the ideal scenario. It's a cool shoe first, a Sonic shoe second.
Okay, but We got to talk practicalities. Looks are one thing, comfort's another.
Absolutely essential. If they look great, but feel like you're walking on bricks,
Then the whole thing falls flat. Instantly.
well, this is where using that PUMA Inhale heritage helps again. Remember, it started as a running shoe.
Right, so it has some performance DNA in there. Yeah. The review describes the cushioning as firm yet responsive, which is kind of what you want for lifestyle wear, right?
Yeah. You want some shock absorption for walking around all day, but not so squishy that you feel, like, unstable.
Exactly. And that chunky sole isn't just for looks either. It adds real support, helps stop your feet getting tired.
Okay. What about the materials up top? Breathability.
The review mentions breathable mesh, which is key for keeping cool. But it's combined with synthetic leather overlays, maybe some TPU elements too common for the Inhale line. These give it structure and support those bold colors.
And adds to that durable premium feel you mentioned.
Right. It's a mix that works for both structure and comfort.
Okay, what about the actual fit? Finding the right size can be tricky.
The review says they run true to size, mostly, which is good. Makes ordering easier.
Mostly. What's the catch?
There's a note for people with wider feet. Because the shoe has that solid structure, it might feel a bit snug width-wise.
So maybe go half a size up if you have wider feet.
That's the recommendation, yeah. Just for a bit more room laterally.
A good tip. And other comfort features. Little things like padding.
Yep, mentions the padded collar and tongue. Important for that snug but not tight feeling.
Prevents rubbing.
Exactly. And the lacing system apparently locks your foot down well without creating any awkward pressure points on top. Once they were broken in a bit, they sound like they'd be really comfortable for just, walking around town all day.
Okay, so let's classify these then. We know the Inhale was a runner, but are these meant for running now, or are they fashion sneakers? This really matters for the price justification.
Yeah, the review is super clear on this. While, yes, they could handle maybe a very light workout or just casual use.
You wouldn't take them out for a 10K run?
Definitely not. They lean overwhelmingly towards lifestyle sneakers. The focus is on that durable, supportive feel for all-day comfort, not on being lightweight or having the latest high-tech running foam.
Got it. Lifestyle first, daily wear, making a statement. Okay, so how well do they hold up if you are wearing them daily?
Durability gets good marks, solid build quality, robust stitching. The rubber outsole apparently has really good grip, too.
So they're built to last, not just a fragile collectible.
Seems like it. They should last much longer than your typical novelty item shoe.
But
Yeah.
there's always a but, isn't there? Especially with bright colors. Maintenance.
Yes, that's the trade-off for having that amazing, vibrant look.
Those bright blue panels.
Exactly. They can show scuffs. So the review strongly suggests, giving them a quick wipe down after use.
Keep them clean.
Yeah. And if you're really serious, maybe a protective spray, especially on those bright overlays, to keep the color looking fresh and prevent wear. They need a little bit of care.
Right, a bit of commitment to keep them looking sharp. Okay, that brings us to the bottom line. The value. Sonic's premium nostalgia. PUMA is a big brand. These probably aren't cheap.
No, the review confirms they're not the cheapest trainers out there, for sure.
So how do they justify the price tag? Is it just nostalgia?
It's more than that, apparently. It's the whole package. The quality, the specific PUMA Sonic partnership, and that really unique styling.
It's a limited collab, right? That usually adds value.
Yeah, exactly. That sense of having something special, something not everyone has. For the target audience, the fans, the sneaker collectors, that justifies the price. They're kind of like a wearable collectible.
Okay, so wrapping it up, the final verdict from the review.
Pretty positive overall. Stylish, comfortable, versatile enough for daily life, and maybe very light activity. And crucially, they celebrate Sonic really well, without being cheesy.
And this leads to that X factor you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that feeling the review highlights. They make the wearer feel like you're wearing something special. That's way beyond what a standard shoe does.
It's an emotional connection.
Totally. Becomes part of your identity, a way to show your interests. And that feeling, that psychological value, is a huge part of why they work. Plus, that conversation starter aspect we talked about.
Right. So, quick recap of our deep dive. PUMA picked the right retro model, the Inhale, to give the bold Sonic colors a good base. They mixed that 90s vibe with modern streetwear quality, and then layered in those subtle, smart fan details.
Like the gold rings and speed lines, little nods.
Which means they end up appealing to sneaker fans and Sonic fans. It's a clever balancing act.
It really seems like the depth of those details made the difference, not just surface-level branding.
So, thinking bigger picture now about these kinds of brand collaborations, these sneakers seem to have nailed it, using subtlety to feel authentic and desirable.
Yeah, they avoided the novelty trap.
Which brings us to our final thought for you, the listener. When you look at all these themed products out there, what is that secret ingredient? What makes one collaboration feel like a genuine, cool, personal statement, something people cherish, while another just feels like, well, a throwaway gimmick that ends up on sale immediately?
Is it the quality, the subtlety, the specific fandom, or something else entirely?
Something to think about next time you see a big brand tie-in announced. What makes it truly connect?